It's week 1 of the NFL, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Ravens and the Jets. All that and more coming up next.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin here for the start, folks, of another NFL season. We are ready to go. We hope you are. And we'll begin this one, Charles, with a couple of teams hoping to move on from a tough 2021 season. Both the Ravens and the Jets finishing last in their respective divisions a season ago.
And let's start with Baltimore, because even in a very tough AFC North, I think we were all surprised to see the Ravens finish 8-9, snapping a streak of 3 straight postseason appearances. As for New York, we knew the rebuild was going to take a little bit of time, but I think the last 2 years they've drafted in a big-time way, and now the groundwork has been laid, and this could be an opening salvo for Gang Green to announce that they're back in playoff contention.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Well, we get our first look at this New York Jets offense, really retooled the last couple of seasons. And at the helm under center, second overall pick from 2021 out of BYU, Zach Wilson.
It was an educational rookie season for Zach Wilson, who was drafted to be the eventual face of the Jets as the team worked through a lengthy rebuild. 2,300 yards and 9 touchdowns as a rookie. He did miss some time mid-season with an injury, but I really like the work that the Jets have done to put people around him and give him his best opportunity to be not only the face of this franchise, but get him back into perennial playoff contention.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Wilson. And that is incomplete. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. James Prochet deep for Baltimore. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. The Baltimore's offense making its way out for the first time. And leading them, their quarterback, a guy who is just so electric under center in his 5th season now, Lamar Jackson.
Another excellent season from Lamar Jackson that was cut short by ankle injury and actually showed just how much he is valued as the leader of the Baltimore Ravens as they went 0-4 down the stretch and missed the playoffs without him. Prior to that, they were 8-5 in a tough AFC North, and he was on his way to his 3rd 1,000-yard season as a runner and career-high marks as a passer.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Jackson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Hall again on second down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. On third down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Oh, the return is Prochet. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Now Dobbins again on second down. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Jackson. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Now it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 15. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Hall again on second down. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. On second down, a run with Carter. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Play action. It's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Prochet on the return. Ooh, with a juke. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Again, Jackson will keep it. A beautiful fake. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 more on that one and another first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. On second down, Jackson. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. On third down, Jackson. That's into the hands of Prochet. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Well, he had success earlier in the drive, keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. On first down, Wilson. Open man is Uzomah. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down from C.J. Uzomah there in New York. They were quick to pounce on him when he hit the open market from Cincinnati. They saw him set career highs across the board in 2021, and they believe his ceiling is even higher. Plays like that reinforce that belief.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Now it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. 35 yards that time on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. C.J. Mosley, the former Raven, in there on the tackle. From the 24, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
People across the league had Dobbins picked as one of the likeliest breakout players for 2021. Unfortunately, that all changed after a torn ACL, but those expectations still remain the same for 2022. This is a guy who many believe can be one of the league's leaders in rushing this season and a true workhorse for the Baltimore backfield.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson going to keep it running right. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. And Jackson going to hold on to it again. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was onto it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And now out come the Jets. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now Hall to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Wilson. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting to 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Here's Braden Mann now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Open man is Duvernay.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Another run here with Dobbins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run the option left. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Right back to Dobbins on first. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll go option to the short side, and he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now Jackson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw is Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point. They'll take the lead here at 7-6. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Holding offense. What was that run?
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Jackson now. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in Week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Jackson. Eluding the prank, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
That's a nice play on Carl Lawson's first true season as a Jet because he missed all of last year with a torn Achilles after signing a big deal with New York in 2021. He's trying to get back to the form he had in Cincinnati, where he had 20 sacks.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wilson. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll take this down to the 33. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Wilson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, for Lamar Jackson, we know all about how dangerous he is running the football, but he can really sling it as well, and he connects on a big one there.
And I tell you, from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens are in for 6. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. And New York set to take the field. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding hot right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Over the middle, he gets it to Berrios. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in the background.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. Elijah Moore, 27 yards. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. And there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass in the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On second down, there's the option going left. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. They go play action now. Jackson. That's complete left side to Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And some room to work. Gets around him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 112 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Dobbins is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jackson's going to keep it. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Ravens are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. And this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. A 10-play drive that time, and it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The New York set to take the field. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick 6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
After the interception, here's Jackson, and this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The New York set to take the field. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson. And he slides to avoid the hit. The Jets on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Wilson. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. From the 44, Wilson. This one left side caught by Berrios. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny them the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Throwing is Wilson. Open man is Uzomah. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Zerline connects on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown pass to Breece Hall. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Takes it at the 7th. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
And he is going to lose yardage here. On 3rd down, Jackson. That one complete to Prochet. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson, and CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise. With Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in the season as the top running backs in the league.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now here's the option play going left. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Jackson running again. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. So here's Wilson and the Jets. Down by 13. Just under 2 minutes to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Now Wilson on 1st down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. And out of bounds right around the 20. To throw again on second down. Wilson flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. And they'll run the option to start the drive. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Gets past one man. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Jets will take over. And New York set to take the field. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Ravens, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.